What up, everybody? This is your cosmic homegirl, and I'm giving you guys a forecast for all of us, for all the signs for the week that begins November 24th, 2019, and ends on December 1st, 2019. Oh my gosh. So this is the last week of November. How are you guys feeling about that? The year is almost over. And speaking of that, I do have 2020 forecast available on my website under the horoscopes page. So if you would like to know what 2020 brings to you based on your rising sign or your sun sign or even your moon sign, go check them out. My website is indigomoonastrology.com. I'll leave info in the info box below. And also December horoscopes will be available as well this week. So if you want to know what the month of December brings for your sign, then go ahead and check out my website on the horoscopes page for those as well. And let's see what the last week in November is like for us, though. If you guys celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. Hope everybody is safe out there, because Black Friday gets like mad crazy, and also people like to drink on Thanksgiving and all that. So please be careful driving out there. Speaking of being careful driving, we still have this Mars and Uranus opposition this week. Okay. And remember what I told you guys about Mars and Uranus opposing each other. Mars is movement, physical movement, and it can also represent like injuries and stuff. And then Uranus is like sudden things happening out of the blue. So it could be sudden things happening as a result of physical movement. So be very careful with this week, okay? With all that energy in the air. And then we do have some like Neptune aspects that I'll talk about when we get to them too. Neptune does rule being in La La Land pretty much, and Mercury rules driving. Okay, so just really be safe and careful this week, you guys. So blessing this week, we still have this lingering Venus and Jupiter conjunction. Now on the 24th, I'm recording this after the 24th, but on the 24th, they were exact. Look at that. They were beautiful, dancing together in the sky. It was a very good day for a lot of people for love. I did see some wedding photos from that day, and I'm like, wow, what a day. I wonder if those people had an astrologer pick their wedding day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Venus and Jupiter conjunction to have marked as your on your wedding day, your wedding day's horoscope. Man, that's like really good luck for a wedding, and especially in lucky Sag, But even though Venus is now moved into Capricorn, it's still hanging around Jupiter. It's still hanging around Jupiter. Okay. So it's still technically in a conjunction. You see they're physically like that close in the sky, not meaning the planets are knocking into each other up there in outer space. We all know that here, that we mean that they're in the same sign around the same degree at an angle to each other. And so what that creates is Venus is the planet of beauty and love and all the stuff that we like to buy, the stuff that we enjoy as humans, things that smell good, things that feel good, the texture feels good, things that taste good, all of that stuff. So they are in a combination with Jupiter, which is good luck and wanting to party and just live it up and feel like life is just great and life is grand. It is the biggest planet, in our solar system. So yeah, really it's about things that are grand, the grand scheme of things. So what it could have brought or still be bringing is maybe like some realizations or epiphanies, because Jupiter is about wisdom too, and knowledge, about love or about money, ways to make money or ways to manifest money or love in your life. Some people could have declared their love for someone. I did experience that, not myself, but I was hanging out with a friend, and their significant other, I guess they had a little split or whatever. And then they came back, declaring their love for that person and stuff like that. So that was beautiful to witness. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it was like a really good creative day, and to feel really good, and also cravings for things are off the chain, you guys, because Venus does rule like good food and sweets and things that, drinks that taste good and stuff. So let me tell you, cravings are off the chain right now. And also Venus is like things we like to buy when we go shopping, and especially beauty products or anything that makes you look and feel beautiful. So because of that, A lot of people have wanted to just like go shopping, like for extra stuff that maybe you don't need, but it's a want. The wants are hugely increased because of Jupiter and Venus together. So with that being said, how you guys doing? How is love? How is money? Hopefully you guys have came up with ways to manifest both if you so desire, because Jupiter can be about wishes granted, like Jupiter could be like a magical genie energy sometimes, and he's finishing up his run through Sag. This is the last week of Jupiter in Sag. Jupiter won't be in Sagittarius again for another 12 years. Jupiter is going to move into Cappy on December 2nd, so like I'll cover that next week a little bit more. And I may add a Jupiter in Capricorn horoscope somewhere on my website. I don't know if I'll do like personal ones or just the ones by your sign. I will let you guys know during this week, or maybe in next week's weekly horoscope. I'll let you guys know about that, because Jupiter does stay in a sign for 1 year, and it's 1 year of blessings and abundance, a little more than usual in a certain area of your life. And that happens only once every 12 years. So it is a very important transit. So you do want to know like how it's going to affect you. So I'll see what I can do. Okay, so let's move along. We have Venus. Yeah, Venus moved into Capricorn on the 25th, where she will remain until December 20th. So Venus and Cappy, she doesn't play games. Okay, she does not play games. She is not here for the foolishness. All right, because Venus ruling love and money mostly in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is very serious. So when it comes to love, Venus and Cap, she is looking for someone who is stable and grounded and can tell you what their plans are. Venus and Cap is the type of Venus that'll ask, "What's your 5-year plan?" Ask like, "What kind of job do you have? What's your credit score looking like?" And, because it's an earth sign. Earth signs are about the material. So she will be looking around asking those questions to prospects and suitors, So when it comes to love, Venus in Cap is more serious, and people maybe become more serious in love, where they were trotting and thoughting around, and Venus and Sag just like, woo, I just want my freedom. And anybody that tries to hold you down with some stability or some sort of commitment, Venus and Sag will just be like, oh, peace, see ya, and like trot away off to the next boo. That's how Venus and Sag likes to act. But Venus and Cap is like, no, it's either all or nothing. It's either you're serious and not jumping around playing games, juggling, doing all kinds of goofy shit. Venus and Cap isn't about that. So people may be a little more serious when it comes to love, even though this is still Sag season. We do have the sun in Sag for a while. Jupiter's still here for a little bit. Venus in Cappy is not here for the games. Okay, so if you're trying to do some typical Sag energy stuff like ghosting, skipping off, avoiding important conversations, Venus in Cap is going to make people say, I'm not tolerating this. I'm worth more than this. I am a person of value and I deserve more in love. So no, peace out. Go play those little kids. Because Capricorn energy is very mature. It is ruled by Saturn, which does rule maturity and old age and authority. So that's how she can act in love, Venus is here in Cappy until the 20th of December. But you know what? She is making a trine aspect to Uranus in Taurus for the first week or two that she is in Capricorn. So Venus trine Uranus, this can be like some great ideas for money making that are innovative, that involve technology. Or if you're looking for a job, maybe seek out ones that involve technology, the internet, networking with people, stuff like that. When it comes to love, maybe it's like you're looking for stability and stuff, but you're looking outside of your usual, outside of your comfort zone of your usual type of person, or maybe some online dating stuff. Maybe, you might be willing to try it, see who and what is out there. And, but you still have high standards though, so it could be something like that. So also, speaking of Sag energy, we do have a new moon in Sagittarius on the 26th. It was like in the morning time over here where I'm at in the US, that the new moon occurred. And new moon in Sag, this new moon only really makes a significant aspect to Chiron and Aries. It does make an in conjunction to Uranus. I don't usually work with in conjunctions very much, but it does make a trine to Chiron, which is a positive aspect. So there's some kind of healing element to it. New moon and Sag, new moons are new beginnings. Sometimes they can wipe something old away to welcome in something new. So sometimes they clear things away. They don't just like bring you this brand new, blossoming thing, and it's just all about newness. Sometimes it's something old has to go away. So for example, new moon and Sag, I saw someone lose their job, unfortunately, with the new moon, but they said that they were getting a new job elsewhere, though. They already had something new lined up. So things like that could happen. I don't know the person's sign except for that they're a Gemini sun, but maybe they're with their rising sign, Sag is in one of their work or money or career houses. What else? I saw a person give good news that they signed a new lease somewhere, a new place of living. And this, I think, is in their fourth house. Yeah, they're a Virgo moon. So it's fourth from the moon, and the moon rules your place of living. So they signed a new lease today with the new moon. And, I saw for a Leo rising, a new beginning within a relationship, like a renewed relationship happen. And so that happened in their fifth house of dating. So it may not be something that lasts that long, but it's like fun for now type of thing, but it's still like a new thing brought to them, a new chapter in a relationship. So the new moon, it depends on what your sign is. It can bring different things. And I can still send you guys November horoscopes if you want to know how the new moon affects you by your sign. But yeah, just see where Sagittarius is from your sun or rising. Just count the signs, and see which house that is. And you can like read up on it or something too. But new moon in Sag is about finding opportunities, new opportunities, just in general for all of us. So new opportunities in love, money, whatever. And it's about making your wishes and your dreams and your goals come true. So whatever you wish to do, just put it out there into the universe and shoot those arrows out there of hope and faith, and believe that they'll land somewhere that is going to make you happy. So that's the best thing I can say with this. And yeah, there could be like some kind of a healing, something to heal from first in order to welcome in a new beginning that happens with this new moon. So the effects of the new moons last like a couple weeks after. So it's not just only on this day something popping. Like, no, it's in the next couple of weeks. You may see the results come into fruition, especially once the moon, you see the physical moon start to form more in the sky. Like you see the crescent moon. Right now it's dark. You can't see it when it's an actual new moon phase. But then, it'll start to show itself again in the days following. And that's when you may see the results of the new moon start to manifest for you in your life too. All right. So also, what else do we have going on? There's kind of a lot, but kind of not. So we have on the 28th, there's actually a lot of stuff going on the 28th. So the 28th, what we got popping, the moon shifts into Capricorn on that day. So, and Jupiter's at the last degrees of Sag. So last chance, last opportunity to manifest your dreams and your goals wherever Sag is in your chart. I'm moving around in a chair, you guys. Don't mind if it like makes a bunch of noise and stuff. I'm trying to get comfy here in this little office space I'm borrowing right now. Okay. So, Jupiter and the moon are together in Sagittarius, actually in the early hours of the 28th. I think that's Thanksgiving, isn't it? You guys, I just have so much going on. I'm like not in the, I'm kind of a Grinch this year. I've been a Grinch the last couple of years because of so many major things happening. But But yeah, the moon, okay, yeah, the moon will be with Jupiter like in the early hours of the 28th of November, and late at night on the 27th here, on the west coast of the US. So the moon and Jupiter together, that's celebration time. So a lot of people may be up late. Let's see, is this, oh my god, I don't even know the freaking days. What day of the week is this? Oh duh, okay, so it is Thursday. It is Thursday, which is Thanksgiving. So probably the night before, people will be like doing things to celebrate, stay up late, partying and stuff, because a lot of people don't work the next day on Thanksgiving on the 28th. But if you're not in the US, or you don't even celebrate, or where you're at, like you still have to work or whatever, that may not be something that you're participating in. But the moon and Jupiter together in Sag is very happy-go-lucky, celebratory energy, no matter what, no matter if there's a holiday or not. You know what I'm saying? It's happened every month for the last year. You can feel very lucky, very happy, very like abundant, and like you have all this money, and your cravings increase also. This right here, these three, is like mad crazy cravings for everything. So just a fair warning, if you're trying to be conservative at all, this is going to be making it a little difficult. But yeah, as we progress into the day of the 28th, the moon will be in Cappy, and Cappy energy is very restrictive. You know what I'm saying? It's very authoritative. It's not the happiest, most celebratory moon phase, moon in Cap. But she'll be with Venus though. Moon and Venus together is good. It is a softer energy. It's both of the most feminine planets that we use in astrology, and so them two together, they really bring like a softer vibe. You know what I'm saying? Normally Cap moon phases could be harsh and like pointing the finger in your face, you shouldn't do this, and I'm gonna tell, and you shouldn't do that, and you should do this right, you're not doing it right, you're doing wrong. Like Michael Jackson, you're doing wrong. That's like a moon and Cap thing. But being with Venus, this is like, it's more about tradition. Capricorn's about tradition, so enjoying traditions with your family, like I said, if it's a day that you celebrate with your family or whatever. But yeah, so moon in Cap, moon will be in Capricorn for a couple days until the 30th. But the rest of the moon phase of Capricorn, it's eventually going to meet with Saturn and Pluto and be a lot more serious and looking into goals and asking people what their goals and their long-term plans are, and where's this money going, and that money going, and all that stuff, right? So also Venus is in a trine aspect to Uranus on this day of the 28th of November. So that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, there's something different that's brought to love or money. It could be a flash of insight into a love situation, or into like an idea as far as money making, anything like that. Also, let's see, Mercury is trine Neptune on this day. Let's see. Yeah, like really early in the day, where I'm at, Mercury is in a trine aspect to Neptune. So this is like kind of like in the nighttime too, maybe like in the middle of the night, or in the early morning when some people are sleeping, in some parts of the world. Yeah, so we have this Mercury trine Neptune, so really pay attention to your dreams if this is like in your time zone where you're going to be sleeping. This is a repeated aspect. This is a repeat of November 13th and also October 15th. So if you can even remember back to those dates, like what was going on, were you a lot more dreamy and spiritual and romantic? Perhaps were you a lot more creative? This is a good aspect for artists. I noticed I was writing more poetry with Mercury trine Neptune. Neptune and Pisces both rule poetry, and Mercury is like the thoughts and the actual writing and communication of those thoughts and dreamy romantic visions and stuff like that, making them happen. So writing songs, writing poetry, if you play music, instruments with your hands, which is Mercury, Neptune is music and creativity. So it's beautiful energy for stuff like that. It can make us a little foggy, a little sleepy, little daydreamy, spacey, and stuff like that. Wishing we were mermaids, going near the ocean might be good at this time if you're able to, or a big body of water. Mercury trine Neptune, yes, is very romantic, very very beautiful energy. I love this aspect. But some people, it can make them lose track of items, lose track of time, lose track of information, lose track of their thoughts. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So this is all on the 28th, you guys. Dang. Okay, so then moving ahead to the 30th, November 30th. So on this day, this is when the moon shifts into Aquarius, like way later in the day, where it'll remain until December 3rd. So we spend the last day in November with the moon in Cappy, being a little like grumpy, little grumpy grandpa energy here, trying to recover from the holiday, of Thanksgiving, if you celebrate that, and also like Black Friday and stuff like that. This is Saturday. Okay, so November 30th. Yeah, people may not really want to go out on this day, on Saturday night. Maybe they might be a little tired and exhausted from all the chaos of the week, trying to prepare for holidays or whatever. But the moon shifts into Aquarius, which is a moon phase to where we want to feel connected with like-minded individuals, or I call our fellow aliens, right? You want to find your fellow aliens or your tribe. And also I find that on moon and Aquarius days, especially with my sister who's an Aquarius moon in her chart, she's an Aquarius moon. So we will always complain about humanity, like oh, I can't stand humans, get me off of this planet. And we'll send each other memes, like alien memes, and say that it's us and stuff like that. Moon and Aquarius days can be days where you do notice patterns and behaviors and stuff in human beings that just get you frustrated. And you're just like, oh my God, I'm not like you other humans. Get me off this planet now. So you can feel like that. Or you may just want to connect with those who you feel like you guys have a lot in common. Like you guys are both weird in your own ways. You know what I'm saying? So, and AKA your friends and your groups and stuff. It's a good day to tinker with technology and be like on the internet and social media, networking and stuff like that. Moon and Aquarius days. Also, Aquarius is like a very scientific sign. Their minds are very scientific, so your mind may go there into like dissecting things instead of feeling. You're like trying to analyze and understand things more, if that makes sense, during moon and Aquarius days. So the moon, it does square Uranus on this day, and moon square Uranus days happen every month, a couple times a month, and they could be they could be days to where there is some anxiety and nervousness, a little more nervousness and restlessness and like impatience, like, oh my God, I can't take this anymore. But this is a very rational moon. The moon rules our emotions, and Aquarius is very rational. It's not like the type of energy, the type of sign to lose its shit like so easily over every little thing and start feeling like, oh, like all these feelings and crying and all that. No. Moon Aquarius is not like that. So we're more analyzing things and trying to decide, like trying to understand them, like we act as if everything is like below us in a microscope, and we're trying to why did this happen, and what is going on here, and why do I feel this way? So that's what it's like. So it's good moon phase to watch like anything that's sci-fi or to do with aliens perhaps, or to be self-taught and learn a lot of stuff, So what else with moon and Aquarius days? Yeah, to just do weird stuff, just to let your inner weirdo shine. Okay. So that's on the 30th and also on the 1st of December. Still have a moon in Aquarius day, all day that day. And the other aspects are still pretty much the same. Mercury still trine Neptune. Mars is still opposing Uranus. That lingers throughout the week, but this Jupiter and Venus conjunction is kind of fading a little bit. It'll still kind of be going on for a day or two after this too. All right, guys, so that's it. That's what's going on the last week of November of 2019. I hope it treats you guys well. Hope you're safe out there amongst any of the madness that goes on, especially in the US. And don't forget, you can order a December horoscope for your sign. It's a general forecast. Remember, it's not a personal one. It's a general one for either of your signs on my website. And also the 2020 horoscopes. I did have some difficulties with some of them where I had to re-record and re-upload them. Just FYI, you guys. So if any of you guys had a delay in receiving them before, I apologize. I had to re-record and re-upload because Mercury retrograde. Okay, so yeah, hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys next week. All right. Oh, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I do put horoscope stuff. I have a little tab, a highlights tab on my page that says horoscopes, and I do keep up with some of the transits on there too, and let you guys know like how the planets are affecting your sign and stuff like that. Just like little blurbs that you can read. You know what I mean? So don't forget to follow me on there. But yeah, I will see you guys next week. Have a good one. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate. All right, peace. I still got the biggest